We're at the Westport Fair in Westport, Massachusetts. 61st annual fair. The Harvest Fair used to be a bigger thing for me, but after that kind of fell apart, this is my new yearly fair event in Westport. It is quite a crowd. I think it's good.
Half agricultural, half carnival. It's got like the rides and the food, but then it's also got animals and prize-winning green beans.
Yeah.
When you go, John, what do you have to do?
I gotta see the tractor pulls. I gotta see the old farm equipment just to make sure it's running. I gotta pet at least one sheep, which I hope they have some sheep here I can pet. I'd like to see Rosie's pigs, and gotta eat some food too.
What are you watching?
Tractors. How far you can pull. It's measured in feet.
What's entertaining about that?
I don't know, just big machines doing stuff.
Does it appeal to you in any way?
This sled is an elaborate device. As the rear wheel turns, there's a large weight that moves closer and closer to the front, and that makes the sled heavier and heavier the more they pull. It's quite easy to get very small amounts, but very, very difficult to get all the way to the end of the 300-foot track. There's also a max speed limit of 4 miles an hour. That's the distance in feet they pulled, and that's the maximum speed. If you go over 4 miles an hour, you are disqualified. This particular class that we're watching here is a stock class, so there's nothing modified about these tractors at all. These are all factory original tractors.
So then why is that interesting?
There's a lot of skill in it by the driver as well. At the beginning, it's very easy. Do you want to go a little faster? Do you want to go a little slower? You want to shift gears during it, or you want to stay in one gear the whole time? Where you're going to place your body weight in the tractor? You want to place it forward? You want to place it back? Plus the quality of your tractor itself.
I can't think of anything more boring in my life.
He was disqualified for going 4.9 miles an hour. That's way too fast. You got to keep it under 4 miles an hour. It's the rules.
But his consolation prize is that lady riding on the back of the tractor.
158.97. It's all right. The guy who was first place last year has already run, and he set the bar at 232 feet. Sometimes the tractors go boom, and that's kind of fun. It's like NASCAR, but with much less death.
At least there's no death.
And then they tow them off. After this class, everything gets much, much louder. Next comes the super stock, and then the customs, and then they can start ripping out parts and making them obscenely loud, which I don't care for, but some people do. I just really want to see that one right there. I like the color. It's also the first tractor of its brand to show tonight. So far, we've had only Farmall's, McCormick's, and John Deere's.
It's like a tractor that would have been showcased at like the World's Fair, like tractors of the future, but it's still really just of today.
It looks very 1970 to me. That was pretty good. All right, I'm satisfied. Let's go see some more of the fair. See how the water's $2 here?
Yeah.
There are multiple places you can get it for fun.
So this is just like if you're unlucky enough to stumble upon a $2 water.
Yeah.
But a $2 water at an event like this to me is not that
Not
bad.
that unreasonable. Yeah. However, the $1 one also can either support the Boy Scouts or the Westport Music Boosters.
So you really got to be considerate about where you're putting your money.
Kinda, sorta, not really.
Throw it all around.
Yeah.
The opposite message.
Yeah, whatever. What are those two messages?
This over here says mac and cheese, seafood mac and cheese. Oh, it's fried seafood in mac and cheese?
We don't know. It's fried mac and cheese. I'm confused, frankly.
Yeah.
They're advertising.
Be clear about this. That's all you have to do. You will wait in line for a long time. Go see the antiques and all.
Let's go see the antiques, Nina. It's just a generic farm turning machine. You'd connect it up to a hay baler or any kind of farm equipment that requires turning in a circle. This is a wood splitting machine. So you could use any of these machines to power your wood splitting needs. I split no wood, but my father still splits it with an axe.
I haven't opened it yet, but I strongly suspect it's some kind of mac and cheese ball.
Okay.
Aha! Well, let's dig in.
All right.
It's mostly seafood.
Yeah, and the mattress there is pretty big.
Very. This is $6. So it looks like there's some kind of crab meat in there, perhaps.
I'm not a big fan. There's so many wonderful bad-for-you foods here.
Hey, you know what I saw?
What?
Like a gravy and cheese fries sort of thing. Like a poutine.
Oh, a poutine. I doubt it has any like real cheese curds
They
on
had
it, though.
shepherd's pie baked potatoes.
Holy macaroni. Well, this sucks.
Yeah, don't eat this.
I'm sorry to disparage them, but the only mac and cheese product I've seen so far at the Westport Fair is no good.
Yeah. Each time you hear the pop, that's when the cylinder's actually firing. That's the only time.
There has been 61 Westport fairs. I would wager to bet that has been there for 58 of them.
58 of them. It missed once in 2006, but...
Have you noticed that everybody is pregnant?
Pretty much.
Half of them. So not only is there a lot of pregnancy, there's a lot of little kids, like
Yes.
1-year-old, 2-year-olds, and they're doing very well with all the noise, much better than I am.
Everybody just looks so knocked up from their trashy boyfriend. That's all I'm saying.
A la a certain scene that we filmed here that didn't make it into a movie?
Yes.
There's some real high quality cows here, and I'm gonna have to find out which one is the reddest.
None of them are exactly red, but they're kind of reddish brown. They probably call these red cows.
Look at these nice cows. They're HQ. HQ cows. 4K cows. Look at all those poor suckers up there, Frankie. They're having to go to the alternate parking lot, which is quite a ways away. We came early. We came smart.
They are showing goats. I believe it's a doe show, so I believe it's all female dairy goats. The goats don't look too happy about it. Their legs are pretty bow-legged to wrap around those udders.
Frankie, I fear that once again this year, I will be deprived of running my hands through a sheep. I don't see any sheep at all. No sheep last year, no sheep this year. I'm pretty disappointed. It's almost soft enough to make me not regret missing sheep. Some beautiful grasses.
Oh, these are very soft. These might replace your sheep.
Pretty soft. The goat's still ahead though. Some beautiful zinnias.
I don't think there's ever been a drop of water in that water tower.
But then why would you have the structure there at all?
Why would you have a little house under your water tower? I think it's just there to protect the shed. Do you know the name of this particular plant?
No. It's a hosta.
And deer eat hostas in pretty vast quantities.
These are non-edible peas. Those are also non-edible.
Non-edible fake sweet peas.
See the beautiful LED lighting, or actually I think most of it's tungsten, of the fair across the way. Isn't it just lovely?
Why do we have a mechanical bull? We shouldn't pretend like we're in the South.
Nina, we are in the farmlands of Massachusetts though.
We grow turnips. There's a kid on the mechanical bull. Obviously it's not that hard.
You won't see me riding no bill.
It's grotesque. Or this should be all the rage right now for $6. Did you ever do sand art at like fairs and stuff when you were a kid? You try to like layer it and make it look pretty. You buy like a bottle in the shape of like a bunny.
As a lover of fine meats, I find something a little perverse about the cow advertising the barbecue tomorrow night. Bad. Frankie, every year I come and I look at these. I do not know much about judging agriculture. In the case of eggs, everything's been given a blue tag.
No discernible difference.
I mean, they all look delicious to me, except maybe the quail. I'm not a big fan of quail eggs. Duck eggs are very good. I don't know what makes one better than the other.
Do you want to come up and just touch a tractor if you haven't had enough tractors here yet?
This is a big tractor too. This is a John Deere 630.
Are they going to whip this out and put this in the tractor pool?
They could, but I don't think they are going to based on how it is over here. A mom and pop candy store. As the Japanese say, a dagashi-ya.
Fresh roasted cashews.
Ooh, I love me some fresh roasted cashews.
Chocolate Rocky Road fudge.
Ooh baby, ooh baby. I'm not a big fan of fudge though. It's a little too heavy for me.
What's that, raspberry?
Just raspberry?
Yes. I think he did try to put a little bit of nuts in it, but it didn't come out as nutty as we should. Would you like to try a sample, because it is a brand new flavor?
Sure. I'll never turn down a sample.
Would you like a portion?
Has it changed your mind on fudge?
It's very raspberry. You like raspberry, you like it a lot.
That was very interesting.
If I was going to have a fudge though, I'd probably go for something like a peanut butter fudge. $3.98 a half pound. That is not a bad price, Frankie. I think I'm going to get some. So I'm a huge fan of these Gotes mini caramel creams. And these are super fresh too. You can always tell if they're fresh by you give them a little squeeze. And if they break apart, they're not very fresh. These are super fresh. The important thing with these though, you got to test how fresh they are. You take one, give it a little squeeze. And then not only that, but there's more flavors that I've never seen before. Chocolate cream back here, strawberry, which I've never seen, apple caramel, which I've also never seen. I'm gonna get a few more of these, just for good measure.
I'm getting some dried pineapple pieces and some apricot. Ooh, this looks delicious. This is like old school trail mix.
Non-parels, they're called. They're very tasty. They're little licorice things.
I thought those were the little guys like snow caps.
Well, snow caps are something slightly different.
So days later, we're at a candy store in Salem, Massachusetts, and
The Old Pepper Company, which I think knows their non-parels, are those little like snow cap things. I think they're not advertising those anise licorice candies. Meaning, I think John likes those candies, but they're not necessarily non-parels.
But you know what I am gonna get though? Some fireballs. I love fireballs. Quite a good candy shop.
one of these massive.
Jawbreaker. They also have the little ones for people who are not as impressive like me.
Just the healthy stuff. You got apricots, dried pineapples, and trail mix in a candy store.
Trail mix is mine.
We got about £1.5 pound. It's going to be $12.18. Oh, you got all the goodies. It's $6.93.
Nina spent more than you.
I think it's all the same rate. She just got a lot more. The bubblegum cigarette brands. Remember those? That's kind of disappeared from the larger market, but I'm happy to still see it's around.
Because of the anti-cigarette lobby.
This is the perfect time of night for a fair. It's starting to cool down. It was a very hot day today, almost 90 degrees. Now we're getting cool. Why don't we get a little food and then we can go see the pigs? I'm on a quest for curly fries. And they have to be curly. I don't want no straight fries. Curly. I love those tight inner curls. That's my favorite.
This is when the young teens, the 13s, the 14s come out and put their arms around each other and walk arm in arm.
And that's the beginning of the pregnancies.
The earliest possible stage.
Keep it going, keep it flowing, non-stop. Oh, lucky 18 after this time, guys.
I'm just stopping to get a water.
He could get a chow mein sandwich, but he's just gonna get a water.
Ooh, chow mein sandwich. Best value for water in the whole place. $1 a bottle. I can't find any anywhere. I think I may be out of luck. Just fresh cut, no curly. I'll slap the shit out of you. Getting some beautiful meat B-roll. Looks good, doesn't it?
Sweet potato fries.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get some.
So this is what I do. I train pigs. We're coming around and we're selling it for just $5. All the proceeds go to the ducks and to the pigs.
What would you like?
2 pooping pigs.
Okay.
You met the offer.
What'd you get?
Sweet potatoes. They're okay. They need some salt. Really bad. They did not salt with them when they came out of the fryer. That's a key important component of making delicious fried food is to salt when it comes right out.
So the gentleman walking around selling the pigs, when they do that, when they walk around selling things from normally some kind of a box tied around their neck, they're called butchers. Like they used to have candy butchers in like trains and ballparks. They're hot dog butchers. The scantily clad women who used to sell cigarettes and Smile, they were cigarette butchers. So him selling the pigs right now is a pig butcher, technically, which I don't think is what he's really going for.
Who would like to have pig one? Pig one. You got pig one. And your pig is named Tammy Faye Bacon. Your pig is named Arnold Schwarzenegger. Little girl, you got pig Boa. And your pig is named Rosie. Okay, we're gonna bring him out.
Let's talk about the pronunciation of the word for.
Boa.
Soa.
Boa.
Fowa.
Boa.
They got an extra syllable out of it. It's time to race the pigs, Jonathan?
Yes, there's a significant pre-show that the pig names have not changed in at least the past 10 years.
One of them is named Rosie. That seems unfair.
Yeah, I think it's
Rosie's
a
racing
shoe-in.
pigs.
Tammy Faye Bacon? Isn't that a little dated?
Okay, are we ready?
Yeah!
Number 4, come on down.
This is rigged.
Rosie
Are you
won.
suggesting that Rosie won?
She
Because,
did.
yeah, Rosie did win.
Because
Rosie's
it's her.
racing pigs.
Number 4.
Boa.
Oh.
It's like watching 4 armless men run.
Number 2, come on down.
There'll be any more animal races. I mean, how many more animals can they have in storage? This tree is huge. You could buy this tractor to move this tree. How about this glowy Minecraft-like sword?
John ran into a fan.
Yes, we're huge fans. Come on, let's shake.
You watch Junt's card and BoxMac?
I love it. We're huge fans. Huge fans. I only select my macaroni and cheese because of your review.
What do you think of the Cracker Barrel?
I haven't done the Cracker Barrel.
Oh, you
yet.
gotta check it out.
I haven't
It's
seen
the
the
best.
Cracker Barrel yet.
We're living in a post-Cracker Barrel world.
You totally missed it. Before seeing you, Tyler was introducing himself to John as like a big fan.
Yeah.
It was really sweet.
We should have advertised meetups. Watch John buy candy.
Yes.
I would have spent at least $3, maybe $4 on John just for candy.
It was so sweet. Tyler like turned around, saw John, and went like, "Oh, hey, you don't know me. I'm Tyler Tripp. I'm a big fan." And then he saw me, and he was like,
Oh, it's me.
"Hey!" And then
Oh, it's
you
right.
came over,
And then it all made
And then it all made sense. But he thought he was just seeing John in his natural state, and was so excited. It was a very sweet moment.
Johnny, I'm gonna get on the rainbow.
I can understand that. I have no interest in said rainbow. Now, Frankie, the thing that I find most interesting about the rainbow is its mechanical composition. It looks like the top is a counterweight, but it is absolutely not. It is completely motor controlled continuously. Also, I like that cow directly behind you.
Yes.
I'm eating a delicious candy, and they are so good. It's amazing. I'm not sure if Frankie's having fun or not.
It was actually really fun. I could have kept going for another like 60 seconds. I chose this ride because I got a lot of loose change, keys, wallet, phone, that sort of thing. I didn't want to have to empty all that out. This thing gives you the kind of thrills I'm looking for without everything flying out of your pockets. I see John wandered off. Oh yeah, we totally made friends. The grandma and the granddaughter. The grandma looked to be like 30, so she's about my age. Maybe we can make something happen.
I'm gonna flavor it myself. I forgot how much they hurt your teeth though.
Did you default back to the tractor pull?
I did. Well, I defaulted back to a seat, to be honest with you. I think I've seen most of the things, Frankie. What flavor snow cone did you get, Nina?
Cherry. It's not the most exciting flavor, but it won't turn my mouth blue or green.
Ooh. No fried dough for you?
They didn't have any pizza sauce.
No pizza
It
sauce?
was sugar and nothing.
Man, I'm telling you, how can you be out of pizza sauce on a Friday night? I had a fun time. Got some good candy, saw some good tractor races, petted some soft goats, no sheep sadly. Still, I'll come back again next year. It's a fun time. $5, you can't beat it. Bear's been around a long time. I'm pretty sure I remember it when I was...
Do you think this is the very same?
It may have been a different bear of similar size. It's just a relatively new bear. We don't know.
We don't know.
None of you drove him over here.
Would any of you mind if we aired this instead of a BoxMac one week?
They would.
They would.
This is Tuesday content.
This is Tuesday. God damn you.